Hey everybody, Foxrose here, and welcome back to Disgaea 5 Complete. In today's video, we're going to be tackling Episode 2.
I've been waiting, dude! I just received new reports of where the Lost Army is stationed. They are located in Spirit Interment, dude! It was ruled by Overlord Ys, who was once a feared veteran. I have heard from other Prinnies that the Demon General's army is also there, dude!
Did you say Demon General? Are you sure?
I can't confirm the authenticity of the information, dude. My job is just to safely transfer everyone to their destinations.
This Prinnie is useless.
Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. All we've got to do is super lay the crackdown on everybody. That's it. So the Demon General, huh? Sounds fun!
You're as simple-minded as ever. The Lost Demon General is feared for being the incredibly powerful hunter of overlords. If we challenge them without a plan, they'll simply annihilate us. Isn't that right, Serkilia? Serkilia?
Does that mean we don't need a plan? I like it. He's super jacked up for this.
All men are supposed to be destined to kneel before me. These guys are doing whatever they please. Just you watch, Kilia. I'll make you kneel at the feet of the great Seraphina.
As I was saying, we're going to be jumping into Episode 2, Spirit Interment. Now, this starts to show off some more tutorial stuff towards the beginning, and some of Episode 3 will as well, but for the majority, this is where the story really starts to shine through, and we start to hear more important names, and certain characters start appearing, and yada yada yada, okay? Okay. Next up, Companion Zone!
What happened here?
Looks like the information about the Demon General being here wasn't wrong after all.
Huh. Not bad. But if I went at him for real, I'd super pummel the Demon General into submission! No problem. After all, I'm gonna beat the crap out of Void Dart to become the strongest Overlord!
You seem very focused on becoming the strongest Overlord. Is there a specific reason for that?
Not really. Isn't it only natural for someone who was born in the Netherworld to want to become the strongest?
The strongest Overlord.
Serkilia, is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. I was just reminded of something from my past.
We've found you, rebels.
Rebels? What's that? I am the Scorching Storm Overlord, Red Magnus! And don't you ever forget that!
So you're the wanted Overlord, Red Magnus. We've been informed that you're one of the rebels. We'll take you all down at once.
All at once? You sure talk big for a small fry. You're like a Mothman to the flame. As the Overlord of gorgeous Seraphina, my servants A and B shall take your life.
By servants A and B, is she talking about us?
Do you really plan to fight us, the Lost, directly? You must be insane.
We've received magical powers from the Demon General that exceed our normal limits. You guys are nothing but insects to us.
You should stop talking. You'll just embarrass yourself later.
Yeah! You got that right!
Serkilia, you sure are great at taunting.
Obey or die. There's no other choice. We're going to execute you right here!
It didn't take much prodding to get them to fight. With my Ochi clairvoyance, I will check all of your abilities. Switch on! Geo effects activate!
These are geo effects? What a pain.
Huh? Geo effects?
What are those? Can we eat them?
You guys, are you two seriously overlords?
The geo effects I prepared beforehand. I'll be disappointed if they struggle with this simple obstacle. However, it seems I must resort to using these vulgar cretins. This is all the fault of those who tricked me. I'll get my revenge someday. That I swear.
So clearly the green hair guy has some BS to say about whoever betrayed him, which we'll get to eventually, but for now, jumping into the tutorial of geo effects for those who don't know.
Alright, I'll explain how geo effects work. Tutorial, geo effects. Geo effects play an essential role in formulating battle strategies. First, take a look at the colored panels on the map. They're called geo panels. See the blue panel? Enemy boost plus 50% at the top of the screen? This means that enemies who are on blue panels will have an increase to their attack and defense by 50%.
Isn't that unfair if only the enemies get a boost?
Really? For the future strongest overlord, it's a must-have handicap. Red Magnus says, just super bring it!
I knew you'd say that, but fighting isn't all about charging straight ahead. It's important to use your head, too. Look at this. It's the source of the geo effect. It's called a geo symbol.
Change green? What's that supposed to mean?
If you destroy this change green geo symbol, then the blue geo panels will turn green.
What happens when they change?
When the color changes, any characters or geo symbols that are on the panels will take damage.
So, it's best to destroy the geo symbols when your allies aren't on the geo panels.
Yeah, that's right. Red Magnus, can you destroy that geo symbol?
All right! Leave the destruction to Red Magnus! I'll get super reckless! What up? It's not what it seems. Red Magnus super underestimated it a little.
You're supposed to be an overlord. I pity the musclehead who can't even do the only thing he's good at, destroying things. It's my turn. Yeah!
Ouch! Sarah, you did that on purpose!
What are you talking about?
Geo effects aren't always bad. There are some effects that are beneficial for your allies. Take a look at this.
This is... could it be... So, if you defeat enemies on these panels, then you get more EXP than usual?
That's correct. You can use geo symbols and geo panels to create geo effects that give you an advantage or disadvantage in battle. Geo effects are an important part of any strategy. You should practice now, while you can.
And with that, we're jumping in finally. Now, this is something that they don't really touch upon in the tutorial, but I'm gonna show it off here while I have the chance. And real quick... Okay, no real skills. That's okay. If you destroy them in a select chain... something amazing happens. Pay close attention to the bonus gauge once all this is said and done. You see that number that appears in chain? Well, the chain fills up the bonus gauge depending on how big the number is. And, depending on how well you clear out the map of the geo panels, your enemies will take damage when the change clear geo block has destroyed any and all geo panels if possible, but only when all the geo panels are destroyed. If not, it works like any other geo symbol when it's destroyed. And there you go. That's just a fun little thing with geo symbols. Now we can end the turn and take care of these 4 weaklings. And don't say they are actually strong, because without the geo symbol, they're all useless. Do you see their health? Flame on! Also, I don't know if I've actually touched upon it with magic users yet, but the more you increase their skills level, if it's an actual spell, the more likely that it will either lose SP cost, or it will increase in range for panels that it can be used at. Like, for instance, at level 4, it'll just decrease SP cost, but in the next level, it might increase the range that it actually gets to go far. Like, for instance, with Fire, a level 5 spell could probably go 4 spaces away from the character casting it.
I want some fun.
We have a winner. That just happens whenever you clear out a geo panel map.
There! It's ready!
What are you doing?
Can't you tell? As you can see, they've been sentenced to a firework rocket ride!
Do you always do things like this?
Of course! They need to be finished off! As a demon, it's the polite thing to do. Red Magnus did this to all his Rudy-Poo underlings to punish them. For the Supreme One, who's on his way to becoming the strongest Overlord, this is super normal.
What kind of strongest overlord do you want to become?
If an idiot like him ever became the strongest overlord, he'd ruin the entire universe.
Stop! We were just following orders! If you're pleading for your lives, try telling that to all the people you made cry! Now, super blast off to the edge of space!
My, how beautiful!
They appear to be very dangerous. I'm starting to doubt whether I can really use them. I was on my way to a promotion, but now I must head down a dangerous path. This is so stupid. I'm sure the culprits were simply brainless incompetents jealous of my intelligence. But this anger... What should I do? I will definitely find the culprits and claim my revenge.
Yoo-hoo, little Christo! How you doing?
What do you want?
My, you seem awfully disappointed. Did something unfortunate happen?
Yes, I'm disappointed about everything. Such as how I was betrayed by my colleagues and led into a trap. And on top of that, the only person I can turn to for help is a frivolous superior like you. How very disappointing.
Frivolous? You wound me. I'm concerned about you from the very bottom of my heart.
I find that assertion hard to believe. Anyway, what did you want? Did you uncover any new information?
Nope, I was bored, so I figured I'd call you.
Every single one of them is an idiot.
And Christo kind of sums up my attitude towards a lot of people around here. Both in the game and in my personal life. I'm just gonna skip this because it's not really important. Pausing the episode here, and we're back. Next up, Darkfall Memorial.
Oh my, your idiocy is beyond saving. We captured the Lost, but instead of making them give up the Demon General's location, you go and shoot them off.
Shut your mouth! You didn't even try to stop Red Magnus!
You were doing something so idiotic, I was dumbstruck and forgot to stop you. I am not to be blamed for this.
Yeah, right. When you saw the firework go off, you said, "My, how beautiful!"
That was...
Cut it out. Anyway, it looks like the Lost have labeled us as rebels. That probably means they'll start coming to us. Not bad. Just as I finished saying that, here they are.
This battle shall decide if they are truly worth using. If they're defeated here, they're useless. I'll have no need for them.
Alright, Red Magnus will super lay the crackdown on them. It's nice that you're so enthusiastic, but there's one thing you should watch out for. Is there a problematic enemy or something? Yeah, that's Sludge. That Sludge has an ability that decreases damage taken from non-elemental attacks. It'll be hard to hurt. And Sludges have high weapon resistances against fists, swords, and guns. What's weapon resistance? Tutorial resistances. All characters have resistances to weapons and elements. These are the resistances. The higher the number, the more resistant they are to those attacks. Negative numbers are bad. In this situation, fists, swords, and guns are really high. If you attack with a fist, sword, or gun, nearly half the damage will be decreased. With the ability, it'll take about 1/4. That is problematic. The Supreme One will just have to super overpower him. That's one solution. However, there is an easier way to defeat it. This Sludge has very low elemental resistances. If you attack with magic, like fire, its ability won't activate. So that means you should watch the resistances when you fight. That's right. Now, let's go. Can you reach? No, you cannot.
Oops!
And with the overpowered equipment we're using, even resistances shouldn't be a problem. and other magic users will be pretty much useless. And for the record, yes, I am speeding up the little intermissions just because it makes it go by quicker. Sorry, got used to how I was playing it personally and was starting to skip scenes. Won't happen again. Hopefully. I gotta say though, I'm happy that I haven't had to go and grind at all. Some of you might be wondering why I just went and hit an inanimate object. Quite simple. They don't really give EXP, but using a skill still gets its skill EXP to rise. So, even if she didn't get a level from it, from just destroying an item, her skill did. And sometimes skill grinding is better than level grinding. And hell, depending on the item, you might even get some mana from it. I've been doing a lot of stuff off screen, so you guys don't really know what mana is used for. Mana is used for one of two things. The Dark Assembly, which is basically your battle hub, and the Skill Shop, which is basically what it sounds like. Helps increase and obtain new skills and abilities. Don't skip the demo, here we go.
It appears you are all relatively unscathed. It takes great brilliance to emerge from a battle with the Lost in such fine condition.
Who are you?
Oh, please. There's no need to be so cautious. I am not your enemy. My name is Christo. Like you, I too fly the colors of revolt against the Lost and Demon Emperor Void Dark.
He really isn't an enemy. How boring.
You're such an idiot. Just because he claims he is not an enemy doesn't prove that he truly isn't our enemy.
Huh? Why not?
You guys are funny. By the way, your fight back there was excellent. Your power took down the feared Lost Army. Especially you. You are the demon hero that I've been looking for.
Me? A hero? Stop fooling around.
Wait! Aren't you two being a little too familiar for guys who just met? In case you didn't know, Sir Kiliat is mine.
Oh, then pardon me. In that case, I shall offer to shake your hand as well, as a sign of friendship.
That won't be necessary. I'm not some hussy who allows just any man to touch her skin.
If you want to compare hand grip strength, step right up. Right hand or left hand? Take your pick.
Well, that about does it for the greetings. Now let's move on to the main point. If you are fighting the Lost, then you must know about the Demon General, correct?
Stop holding back. I'm sure you have some information about him, don't you?
You are precisely correct. You have all seen just how rough Spirit Interment has become, right? It was completely destroyed. There is only one person who could have done that. One who is so powerful, he is rumored to be one of the top demon generals. Demon General Bloodus.
The one who is second in strength only to Void Dark? That Demon General Bloodus?
Red Magnus says, just bring it! He would be such a perfect opponent! Red Magnus is trembling with excitement!
Stop trying to act tough. If you two are so scared, then don't come. I can just go by myself.
Who said the Supreme One was scared? Nothing scares Red Magnus!
Trying to fight the Demon General without a plan. Why are men such imbeciles? It's fine. I'll use them as a distraction while I assassinate Demon General Bloodus from his blind spot. Yes, that's the plan. Please wait for me, Sir Killia.
Instead of falling on their behinds at the thought of facing Demon General Bloodus, they're actually excited. They are useful. Everyone, please wait for me. I'll lead the way.
That's awesome. Christo is now an official ally. The only question is, what kind of character is he? Is he a magic user? Is he a supporter? Or is he an enemy in disguise? I can't tell you. But all I could say, he's a very pivotal character in the story, and quite important to everything that goes on in the story from this point forward. He is very, very important. So please keep that in mind with the coming episodes. Pausing it here, and we're back. Now, Spirit Interment and the Death Promenade. Personally, one of my favorite levels because it starts to show the difficulty that you can get in this game. And it doesn't hold back at all. And I love it.
May I have a moment? I would like to get to know you all better. Would you mind if we reintroduced ourselves? My name is Christo. For reasons that do not concern you, it is my duty to assassinate Demon Emperor Void Dark.
I am Red Magnus, the super famous overlord of Scorching Flame!
Huh? The Overlord of Scorching Flame?
Yes, Scorching Flame, the netherworld known for its savage, sweaty, muscle-brained men.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We have women there too, but the savage, sweaty, muscle-brained part is true.
Let's get back on topic. I am Seraphina, the Overlord of Gorgeous.
The netherworld that is said to be the richest in all the 3 worlds?
Yeah, she's the famous Shrew Princess of Gorgeous.
This is surprising. They're bigger fish than I expected. And which famous netherworld would you be the overlord of?
None. I'm just a wanderer.
So, which netherworld are you from?
Oh, me?
You speak quite elegantly, so you must be a noble or royal of a renowned netherworld, correct?
Of course. In fact, I am also an overlord. I cannot elaborate much, but I will tell you that I am the overlord of a certain giant netherworld. Let's just leave it at that.
Certain giant? Sounds super strong!
Yes, it is super strong. In fact, there are numerous stronger overlords who rank above me.
Wow, there are people above overlords? Certain giant must be a really big netherworld!
The netherworld I am affiliated with deems Demon Emperor Void Dark to be dangerous. Hence, I was ordered to assassinate him.
A large-scale netherworld? Could it be Roaring Rampant, Brutal Beast, or Dragonfang?
I am affiliated with an even greater world. Is there a problem?
No, it's nothing. I was just thinking that this many overlords coincidentally gathering together is too good to be true.
Yes, I feel exactly the same.
Sir Killia, shall we gauge Christo's skill now? I need to evaluate whether he is a worthy man for me.
That's great! Red Magnus is super excited to see how strong the Overlord of certain giants is!
Excuse me. I'm much better at planning battle strategies than actually fighting.
You don't really have a say in this, Christo, so just get over it. But if you couldn't guess from the way he talked and the way that he acted, he is an intelligence-based character, meaning that he's good at spells and other sorts of magic techniques like that. Christo is the healer of the team. Well, story-wise anyway. He doesn't learn any natural magic skills, so you need to teach him through the secret scrolls, like Star that we earned on the first map of Episode 2. So, you can pretty much teach him anything as long as you know what you're wanting out of him, but he's mainly a supporter role and nothing else really. Personally, I like to just use him for healing, so that way he can just level up quicker. If you're going with story-only characters, then Christo is a perfect match for all the magic skills, as he can learn every single one of them. In fact, any character can learn any magic skill, as long as it's a secret scroll, or you're using the skill squad in the squad shop when that shows up. And they are very useful. It just takes time and patience to actually get the stuff you want. Plus, the squad shop doesn't show up until, like, episode 9, I think. And we're only on episode 2, so we'll see how things go. We might go and do something with that soon. We might not. I don't know what I want to use the secret scroll for yet. Or if I just want to keep it until we get to a later point. Because as it stands, Christo's not going to be in any battles anytime soon. He might be in a few episodes, but not yet.
I can do this. Of course.
I just wish Ice Wizard actually had some, you know, multiple target magic right now. Yeah, real quick, those 8 spaces with the circle slash through them, those are all different range spells. You can go up to 9 enemies in one target spell. But the catch is, the bigger the range, the bigger the target area, the more likely it's going to cost more SP to use the skill. Sometimes it can be double the actual SP cost itself, but at other times it could just be a few points more. It all depends on what range you want to get out of it.
As expected.
And we haven't even gotten to the next part of this map.
Range is perfect.
These guys.
As expected.
Which, soon enough, I'll be showing off the whole chain thing and damage like I was talking about a little while ago. Prove a point. Now, I could destroy this Geo symbol right off the bat, which is what I'm going to do. Or I could have destroyed this little guy. This guy would have gone to my right, still 4 spaces away, and I could just move. But we're going to destroy the Geo symbol to prove a point with something. Novice Skull has been mastered. Yes! Rank up. Ranks with characters that you can create are very important. Reason being is the moment a character ranks up, it means that their base stats can be increased to a further level. Most of the time it just increases the important base stats and nothing else for each character class you can create. But most of the time, the first rank up just increases all of the base stats by 5%. Quite the large chain number so far, don't you think? Just imagine how big it would be if we included the clear. Another thing I don't think I mentioned before when the geo symbol thing was going on at first is the fact that with every new geo symbol that gets destroyed in a chain, it counts each space by the number of geo symbols you've destroyed. Like, for instance, we were only at 1,000 something because of the fact that we had 5 geo symbols in a chain destroyed. If we included the clear, it would have been 6, and we would have had even more. With every geo symbol, it increases 1 point to the chain's number count. So let's say 7 geo symbols are destroyed in a chain. When the final one is destroyed, it goes 7 plus 7 plus 7 from the previous count, making it a tiny bit broken.
I can do this.
Just a tiny bit. Sweet, we got the Magician's Stick. Now Christo will actually be having something good. Or will he? Don't skip the demo, and after this, we'll be calling it an episode.
Excellent! Especially you, Kilia. Your magic potential is beyond expectations. It's hard to believe you're an ordinary demon.
Magic potential? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry about it. I was merely thinking out loud. By the way, many demons have given in to Void Dark. Why are you all fighting against him?
Let's see. Suffice it to say, I'm doing it for revenge, I think. Was I not born a princess? With my elegance, beauty, and riches, I was peacefully enjoying my celebrity lifestyle. However, my father arranged a marriage of convenience and ruined everything. That is how I ended up running away from home. That is why I would like to exact vengeance against Void Dark, who took away my freedom and luxuries.
You're an overlord, but you ran away. I've never heard of that before.
What part of that is getting vengeance?
Seriously, as a matter of fact, isn't Void Dark the victim in this case? Ha! You're not gonna shoot Red Magnus that easily!
What is your reason for fighting, Red Magnus?
My reason? To super lay the crackdown on Void Dark! And become the strongest overlord! That's Red Magnus's reason for fighting!
What about you, Sir Kilia? I know you're out to defeat Void Dark, but you must have a deeper reason, correct?
It's none of your concern. But I will kill Void Dark.
What a murderous aura! He must have a lot of hatred.
That powerful hatred is Sir Kilia's driving force.
I see, I see. It seems that you all have quite a lot of history with Void Dark. We all have different reasons, but our goals are the same. Let's unite as one and defeat Void Dark together. Let's go!
And with that, we're going to call it an episode. Quite interesting how Kilia didn't really answer their question, but just went on a rage for a moment there. And what is this little flash of a person we keep seeing in these cutscenes? Is it someone from Kilia's past who is his reason for wanting to kill Void Dark? Or is it just a memory that he can't let go of? I don't know, but we'll find out soon, I hope. This is shoot, I'm totally doing my outro wrong. Sorry, I'm still waking up. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you liked the video, hit the like button, comment in the comment section with all your tips, tricks, and all that shite. Subscribe if you're new, favorite the video if you want, but who the hell favorites videos these days? Next time on the channel. Maybe we'll learn more? maybe we'll defeat Episode 2. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get some new characters. This is Fox Rose, and I'm telling you all, I am so excited for Disgaea 15. You know what I mean by that, folks.